Hello there, and welcome to this new channel of mine. I'm Daniel. The point of this channel that I've decided to start out with is doing book reviews and book talks, basically, I think is what people are calling them on like big Booktube channels or whatever. But I'm going to do them on books that aren't necessarily popular, books that may be just kind of local for me, which is in the northern part of Georgia right now, or just books that are old and haven't been talked about in a long time, or they haven't been talked about at all. So if you're interested in old books being talked about by a weird 19-year-old who doesn't really know what he's talking about, you've hit the jackpot. I will be talking about more modern books, such as the Harry Potter series as I finish it. I'm on the 4th book right now. It's the first time I've read through it, and I am ashamed to say that I have watched all the movies numerous times before I even thought about picking up this series. By the way, my shirt says, "I must go, my planet needs me." It's Frogman shirt from dftba.com. Something that I'm planning on doing at the end of my videos. My next video is going to be an actual book review, but this video is just an introduction to who I am and what I'm doing. At the end of every video, usually, I'm going to talk about the books that I'm reading so far. I'm working on 3 books currently. One is the second book in the spin-off series to the Spiderwick Chronicles, because I read the entirety of the original series, and up to this book of the second series, sat it down and forgot about it after the 3rd book came out, and it's been like 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 years. I don't even know. But now I bought the 3rd book, so I'm reading the entire series again just to refresh it. The second one is the monster of a book. This one I've never heard of, but I found it in Goodwill, and it looked very interesting to me. It's called Galway Bay by Mary Pat Kelly. The blurb tells me that it's a book about a family moving away from Ireland after the Great Potato Famine. It's pretty intimidating. I'm only that far in. It's a little bit boom on the romance and a little bit on the feels already. Like 30 or 40 pages in. It's a little weird, but I'm enjoying it so far, and I think you would enjoy it if you want to check it out. And as I said, I'm working on the 4th book for the Harry Potter series. The card is where I'm at. The tassel is where my sister is at. We're kind of working our way through the series together. I've loved all 3 of the books so far. The 3rd one was a little slow for me, but I love the Quidditch scenes. I love the Quidditch scenes. It's, oh my goodness, I love the Quidditch scenes. I know I'm going to enjoy the series because I've been basically inhaling the books so far, and it's kind of been amazing. And by the way, this is here because I think it's a very pretty book with a very pretty cover, and I really like the fact that it's kind of vintage. My white balance is not allowing you to see that. Maybe that's a little bit better, yeah. By the way, this stack right here is where I'm going to be pulling all my books from that I'm going to do reviews on, because these are the books that I've read this year. And prior to this year, I haven't been much of a reader in general, but that has changed drastically. So I'm going to try and kind of give you a general overview of some of the books I've been reading over the past. I'm going to give you a brief summary of the books and then a little bit of a critical analysis on just how it's worded, how it reads, how fast it reads, if it's really worth the time, if it's a great story overall, those kind of things. And occasionally I'll bring stuffed animals in just to kind of lighten the mood, like Mr. Peanut right here. He's cute. I like him. He's cute. I don't know how I'm going to format these things, but we'll figure it out eventually. Quick tip of the day. If you're stressed, put something on your head. It really works.